What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. So today we are back on the OBS. Got it up in the air. Hopefully you can hear me over the fans. It's hot. I just hooked up the power steering. So the factory power steering does work, and the lines and everything with the LS pump. You just have to bend the I guess the high pressure line just a little bit so it clears. Let me see if I can get it from back here now. I guess you can kind of see it here. Basically, I had to bend this line just a little bit. It's a lot closer together. I just opened it up and yeah, got it to fit. So got that to fit. Next, we're going to install the headers. These are just new body style. So that's 99 to 07 basically headers. They should fit without a problem. We're going to see. And then if I have to move, well, fuel lines do got to move. They got to come closer up in there anyway. And I also got to take this shifter bracket off. That's for the original shifter. I'm not doing that anymore. And yeah, so let's get the headers in and see how they fit. Being a two-wheel drive truck, there shouldn't be any issue. Usually with the four-wheel drive trucks, you have to dent the header slightly to clear the front drive shaft, but this is two-wheel drive. So it should fit easier. Let's get it unboxed and take a look. Well, ran into a snag. Apparently, the two-wheel drive trucks, the upper control arms, the mounting is different. The header slams into this. So they're not going to work. So yeah, they're not going to work. We're going to have to get there's a couple companies I was looking at. Pace Performance sells, basically looks like a set that'll work for two-wheel drive trucks, but sadly those are not going to work. I thought they would work. They fit like a dream in a four-wheel drive truck, but a four-wheel drive truck does not have the same I guess on the frame is different. The suspension is different on a four-wheel drive truck, so that sucks. So we're gonna box them back up and we're gonna go take our attention to the front end. We're gonna mount the heat exchanger, probably the stock, the fans the customer bought, and then take the front clip off, or at least the grill, and try to put the heat exchanger on, try to mount the pump, and then he's got a heat exchanger tank too. So we'll try to get all that done today. I was really hoping to get the headers in, but I guess not. All right, been working pretty, heavily, and I got some things done. It's hot, but I think we made some progress today. So mounted, it's got two mounts in it. It's not fully, four mounts yet, so it's got some little wobble yet. But this is the heat exchanger. Have that mounted up. Cannot run the AC with it, unfortunately. I tried to tuck it, like, if it didn't have this fitting, maybe this was on the side, it would probably work. So maybe in the future, if the customer wants to run AC, we can do that. But like you can see, it's actually behind, it's behind most of the factory AC unit, like the factory AC condenser. But yeah, I got two mounts in so far. Did a lot of little things. Deleted the factory boost valve. It's not really needed. Well, it's not used with Holly. So deleted that. We got the heater lines on. Like I said earlier, we got the power steering lines on. They're done. Roughly where the heat exchanger tank is gonna go. Just for now, I kind of just put it there to see if I liked it. I kind of like it. Two big lines, you're gonna come, and then I have to figure out where I want to mount the pump. This is the heat exchanger pump. Probably somewhere down here. I'll have to make a mount for it. But it's coming along. I have kind of a little bit of a list to give the customer, and if he wants to order stuff, or he wants me to order stuff. The big news is, sadly, these headers will not work. I'm sure he can resell them. They're for a 9907 Classic Silverado, so they'll work. And there's tons of those around, so they shouldn't be a problem to sell. But we have to buy new headers for this, which sucks. But I think we did pretty good progress, even though it's probably 90 degrees in the shop. And I've been drinking, I probably drank a gallon and a half of water today. It's hot. But I think we're gonna call it here. And I'll probably be back tomorrow to do a little bit. Maybe mount the pump, mount the... What's up, everyone? So, told you I'd be right back. It's the next day down here at the shop. And doing a little thing, couple things on the customer's truck. Let me turn this fan off so you can hear me a little better. There we go. It's hot, so I need the fans. But got the truck a little bit more complete. Finished the heat exchanger. So this is the air to water heat exchanger. Basically used the brackets that were, it had a crossbar. I cut them up and I used them to mount that in. Again, sadly the AC is not going to work because of basically this fitting. And yeah, so we'll maybe try to go AC route in you know, in the future if he wants to. But that is mounted. Fans kind of in place. I'm gonna get a piece of like flat stock so I can go from here. And it's kind of cool, they already have pre-drilled holes to pull everything up, like to hold everything up, and then I'll build something on the bottom. That is where the ice tank is gonna go. I basically brought it forward enough so we clear this guy, so we could still use this and actually the hood hinge. But the big thing is, sadly, the headers didn't work. Customer actually just sent me another link for another set that does work. So we're gonna get those ordered and get them coming. That's really the big thing. Headers, I need a cable throttle body, a longer throttle cable. I believe from an 02 Camaro works. It's like, apparently it's like 50 some inches long, but we'll basically come up and around. And Motion Raceworks sells a really trick throttle cable bracket. Basically you delete the factory, well this is not the LSA's the purge solenoid. So we'll get this out of the way. It comes with like a block off and it's like a nice little billet piece that sits there. And then we just basically have to build an intake over to here. Not a big deal. And then after that, it's the Holly. I'm gonna mount the fuel pressure regulator over here. There's a couple fittings I need to get to basically convert it to use the stock rail. And then it's really ECU. You know, finalize that mount, finalize this mount, belt, which I actually was talking to Jesse Olson. He gave me some ideas on to get how to, like, you know, what belt size to start with. So we're gonna get a belt. Then it's the intercooler plumbing, mount the pump, which I'm probably gonna do down here. Of course, the battery died as I was talking. Going to mount the intercooler pump down over here somewhere. There's actually more mounts off the fan. I actually might try that to mount the pump, but that's pretty cool. It came with, it's actually designed for a CTSV, like bolt-ins with CTSV, but it comes with a nice harness and everything and fused. So I'll get that all wired in. And then, like I said, it's the Holly, and the Holly is not that much wiring. Like it's like probably, you know, 5 to 10 wires in that. And then I just have to clean up the factory harness. It's mostly pushed back right now, but I'm gonna trim what I don't need out of the factory harness. Make sure the fuel pump has good wiring to it, and yeah, we're getting close. Like I said, customer just ordered, well, he found a set of headers. I don't know if I'm gonna go with those. I'm gonna have to look around and see what size, you know, he picked, and he just sent me a link. I didn't even click it yet. But we're going to get headers, and then we got to pick a catback, what kind of catback he wants for this thing, and then we got to like probably get Jake to blend it all together, you know, weld it and get it all together. And oh, the next big thing is the clutch. I have to get a factory, basically the factory hard line, because it goes into here and it uses a roll pin to hold it in. Get that and then convert it down to dash. You can, I don't even know if you can see it. Yeah, it's right there. Convert it down to dash 4. Somehow merge the two. I might go to our local hydraulic place and see if they can make me a custom line. It sucks, I gotta buy basically a complete line and use it just for that fitting, but it is what it is. They're online for like 20 bucks, so it's not terrible, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, I hate to keep repeating myself, but we're getting really close, and it's definitely going to be maybe like another, I'd say another 3-4 days of working, actual full work, and yeah, and this thing should be running and driving. Kind of scary. We're going to see how the stock 10 bolt does, and it's like right now the stock drive shaft is in there, 2-piece. Probably after the initial fight, like I get it running and driving, I'll probably pull the drive shaft out, have it, there's a probably, I believe there's a local drive shaft shop. I'll give it to them, tell them what we're doing, the weight. I need it this length, I need it to hold this much horsepower, and see what they come up with. But yeah, I'm happy with how it's turning out. It's taking a little longer than I would like, but it's just between tuning customer cars and doing this, doing my own thing, you know. I'm actually, I pulled the Denali in. I was cleaning the carpets a little bit, but I'm actually going to pull the Mustang in and talk about that in the next video. So with that said, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed. I know it's a little bit of a ramble, kind of a short one, I think. So, but I'm just trying to put a lot of good content out for, well, I shouldn't say, I don't know if it is good. I think it's okay, but kind of just a progress and update on this truck. Again, it's gonna be pretty cool. Like like LQ9, so it's a higher compression engine. Cam, Texas speed cam, positive displacement blower cam, T56. Like this thing's gonna be a riot when it's done. So I'm pretty excited for it. Like I know that as soon as I get it done and completed, the customer is gonna want to go more boost. And there's a whole slew of things we're gonna have to change if he wants to go more boost. But that's the name of the game. Build, what is it? Build, break, and repeat. So, thanks guys for staying tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one.